So, what if you could take a business that's on the absolute brink of failure and turn it into a cash printing machine? Well, today, we're diving into the exact model Alex Hormozi used to go from literally sleeping on his gym floor to a net worth of over 100 million bucks. Let's break down exactly how he pulled it off.
You know, it seems like every great business story starts at a breaking point. And for Hormozi, that breaking point was very, very real. It wasn't just a metaphor. It was an actual physical place.
I want you to just imagine this for a second. You've poured all your savings into your dream, you've gone against all your family's advice, and now you're sleeping on the floor of your very first gym. At night, the sound of cars racing in the parking garage above you sounds like gunshots. I mean, you're not just broke, you are terrified. This is exactly where Alex Hormozi found himself.
See, he was up against the single biggest problem that kills most businesses. And it's not a lack of passion or a bad product, it's this.
Okay, so here's the deal, and this is so important. If it costs you, say, $100 in ads to get one customer, but you only make $50 in profit when they buy from you, you're on a fast track to zero. It's simple math. You run out of cash to get more customers, and the business just dies. This was the exact trap Hormozi was stuck in. And the crazy part is, the turning point didn't come from some fancy business book or a high-priced consultant. Nope, it came from the owner of a storage unit business across the street. He saw Hormozi was struggling, and over a 5 a.m. breakfast at some local diner, he asked a question that changed absolutely everything. Just think about that for a second. How much does a free month cost? It sounds like a total riddle, right? Hormozi thought the answer was obvious, zero. But oh, he was wrong.
The answer was $127, and the girl at the front desk knew it instantly. But how? How does a free customer generate immediate cash? Well, it's because that free offer is just the beginning. It's the first step in solving a whole chain of a customer's real problems.
Okay, this is where it gets really clever. So you come in for your free storage unit, but bam! What's the next problem you have? You need a special lock for it. Guess what? They sell you one for 47 bucks. Then you realize you need boxes and tape and moving supplies, maybe even movers. They have a solution for every single problem as it pops into your head, and each solution generates more cash. And that right there, that's the secret sauce. It's not about one offer, it's a sequence of offers that solve a chain of problems. And I guarantee you've seen this before. Just think about the last time you rented a car.
You see the ad for what, 19 bucks a day, and you think it's a steal, but you walk out paying $100 a day. Why? Because they solved problems you didn't even know you were going to have. Hey, you're a big guy, you want a bigger car? Oh, you have a late flight? Want to get the late return option? Don't want to worry about filling up the tank? Just prepay for the gas now. And with each yes, the bill goes up, and you happily pay it because they're making your life easier.
And that brings us right here to the official definition. A money model isn't about just one great offer. It's a system. It's a sequence that's designed to make so much profit from a customer on day one that you can immediately turn around and afford to go get 2 more.
All right, so how do you actually build one of these things for yourself? Well, Hormozi breaks it all down into 4 pretty simple building blocks.
So first, you've got your attraction offer. That's your free month of storage that gets them in the door. Then comes the upsell. That's the special lock, the premium insurance that gets that initial value way up. Now, if they say no to a big upsell, like a much larger storage unit, you have a smaller downsell offer ready, like maybe just selling the tape and boxes so you don't walk away with nothing. And finally, you have continuity. That's the monthly rent that kicks in after the free month is over to keep them paying. All 4 work together, you see. They create this really powerful engine.
Okay, so just how powerful can this engine really be? Well, the math is actually pretty simple, but the result, it's explosive.
This is where things get kind of mind-blowing. If you can make each customer twice as valuable with your upsells, and you get twice as many customers because your attraction offer is just so good, and you get that money back twice as fast, you don't grow 2x or 4x, you grow 8 times faster. It's multiplication, 2 times 2 times 2. That is exponential growth.
Okay, so that all sounds great on a slide, right? But theory doesn't pay the bills. The real question is, did this actually work for the guy sleeping on the concrete floor?
Well, the results, they are just insane. He took these principles and created Gym Launch. Within just 4 years, he'd sold his entire chain of profitable gyms. By year 9, at only 31 years old, he had a net worth of over $100 million. This model didn't just save his business, it built an empire.
But look, this isn't just some story about Alex Hormozi getting rich. The real takeaway here is that this is a framework. It's a set of rules that you can apply to almost any business, and that includes yours.
Hormozi actually uses this quote from Paris Hilton in his book, which is kind of hilarious, but the message is dead serious. Building a functional money model is a direct, no-nonsense way to solve that cash flow problem that just plagues most businesses.
So, that leaves us with one final really important question for you. Don't just think about the one thing you sell. Instead, map out your customer's journey. Ask yourself, what is the very next problem they're going to have right after they buy from me? And what about the one after that? The answers to those questions, well, those are the keys to building your very own money model.